If you don't get out of your safe zone or your comfort zone or where you're most familiar, you really won't grow.
We take all of the information that we've learned over the variety of classes that we have taken as a group, both core classes as well as electives, and say, based on what we know of your business and based on what we've learned here at Rice, here's how we think that you should continue to move forward in your own individual journey.
As a team, we're working together and building the presentation and putting information there that's very valuable.
The Global Field Experience is a really great way for students to leverage what they've learned in their first year of their MBA and take that into the real world in an international environment.
Now I'm in the car ready to go to Rio, Brazil. So let's go.
Boarding to Sao Paulo.
The students need time to get to know one another, and that's one of the richest offerings of the MBA program. You have incredible students from a wide variety of backgrounds. And so taking time not just to work together, but to eat together, to experience something new together, creates those bonds and solidifies the bonds that we are, frankly, very well known for and that we cherish.
I know every project is very unique in terms of the problem you're trying to solve or the scope of what you'll do. Don't worry so much about the end point, think about the journey.
So we were tasked with about 5 different areas that our client was interested in us pursuing. As we started to get more involved in their customer journey, in where they are in terms of their platform journey as well, we really understood that some of what they were asking for might be a little bit down the road of where they currently are. So we really need to identify who are their core customers, and then how do you then start to grow your ecosystem in order to create that sustainable platform that you're looking for.
The benefits are really 2 ways. Our students get a fresh perspective, and the entrepreneurs that are local get a fresh perspective. And that really benefits the whole Rice community and everybody that we have working and living to make this one of the best programs and best MBA programs in the country.
Some of the things that we experienced this week were workshops to be able to explain what is it like to work in Brazil, what is the Brazilian economy, what is the Brazilian economic forecast, and how is it that you can leverage some of that information that you're getting from leading experts to be able to then launch a new product in a foreign market. And it's not just Brazil. These assumptions that we've been making, these experiences that we've been gathering are applicable to anywhere.
Talking strategy about our client and also having great lunch.
It's not textbook, it's not case study, and it is something that will affect what happens going forward for these firms, for these clients. And you can see that. You can see that appreciation and experience that real time when in country. And that's something that you just can't replace except by doing it.
We've had client meetings for the last 3 days, and it's been really exciting to see the progression. We've gone from a couple of Zoom meetings ahead of time coming before we came to Brazil. Up until now, we've pretty much hammered out everything I think we need in order to deliver a quality product to the client. Admittedly, I was a little concerned when we first started this process. Did we have the skills that we needed to deliver? Did we learn enough in all of the classes? Did the classes prepare us to implement what we had in the real world? And I would say leaps and bounds, absolutely yes, and then some. And then to finalize, we have a couple of very key points for you to hit in the next couple of days, weeks, months, so that you can get some easy wins.
One of my favorite components to the Global Field Experience is hearing from the clients after they've completed the project with the students, how absolutely life-changing this was for them. It's something that makes us really happy and again continues to bring us back to these communities and make that difference for each of these clients.
So we need to stay in contact with them because we already see them as our mentors, like not angel investors yet. We can talk about that a little bit later, but right now we kind of see them as part of the Settings family, and we feel ourselves like also part of the Rice family as well, you know. So it's been amazing. It's already changed. It's a game changer program for us.
It was a great opportunity to work with an association that's doing so much good for other people.
They asked us to be part of their advisory board, which is obviously an honor and a privilege for the four of us. So it goes beyond the GFE.
E a capacidade desse time de captar tantas sutilezas que tem no nosso processo e transformar isso em planejamento estratégico que vai nos guiar daqui para frente.
They're getting great deliverables. They're getting great outcomes for a return on their investment, because they're also investing in our students by providing this opportunity, by providing their time, by providing access to their companies, to the information that's necessary for the analysis that our students do, and they are getting a very tangible return on that.
Was the real deal, right? This was the real thing, being able to work together, knowing that what we were working on was going to have an impact, and a real impact, not only on the organization, but on people.
You become enmeshed in their business, and you start to see it almost as something that you are wholly responsible for as well. And that's very impactful and very meaningful. And if you only take this as an academic exercise or one more thing you need to check off the box before graduation, you're going to miss the entire point of it.
Today, we have everything in the program I would want. We have students working with working entrepreneurs in those countries on real problems that matter to them and bringing to bear the entirety of the Rice curriculum to make a difference and make good recommendations. And so they learn a lot, they work together, they experience successes and failures, but it's a hugely beneficial program for everybody, and I just wouldn't have it any other way. It's important that we built it in, and it's never been better.